evening, good morning, good time of day. It is I, and I live again. I walked over here just to look at what was on this side of the road. As it turns out, there was in fact something on this side of the road that I had completely forgot about. The rocks are breathing. Interesting. If I remember right, this is like the road we came down through for the tutorial. That, not a road, but this we came down. I'm wondering if I can. They put an invisible wall there. That's funny. Okay. So, yeah, it is, of course, a time of day. They can hear you. Ah, I have not actually looked over here. The rocks are breathing. Not in a long time, at least. Anything on the other side? Beware their markings. Interesting. I wonder if there's, like, anything else going on down here. I could take the car and just drive it through this area a little bit. Look at what there is. It's not like I can't just park it and refuel it back at the station. Danger, keep out. I think we should explore this little area a little bit more than I have. I mean, we got the everything else here to look at. Authorized personnel only. I'm authorized because I live here. Legally or otherwise. So, I don't know if people misheard me whenever I got off of Seki's stream, but I literally said I had housework to do. And then everybody starts saying good night, and I'm like, I'm not going to, like, go to sleep on the vacuum cleaner or anything. Alright. Alright. So I should talk about kinda what my generalized... I should unplug my controller. Plan is for today. I do have a plan for today, mind you. And it's kinda to just get some of the other stuff for the base game done that I haven't so far. I've also got new sets of gears and whatnot on our car, and I have done a little bit of modification of it. Basically, I just put stuff on the car that was somewhat cheap enough to justify replacing the entirety of everything on it. So we've got, like, the full still, as you can probably tell. I have replaced most of the parts. I've also turned off the part degradation stuff, where it gets those, like, fragile and stuff, other things. If I could repair that, I'd be far more willing to deal with it. But because I have zero capacity to actually do so, I've kind of just not. Like, if I could repair those quality issues that appear on parts, cool. You can't, so there's no reason for me to have that on right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I forget what's over here, and I'm just kind of curious. Been a long time since I've done any exploration of this area of the map. I believe this is where you basically start the game after, like, the little tutorial driving section. You get dropped into this area with your car being, like, completely exploded. Now, we need to get some upgrades, and we need to build some parts. And to do that, I'm going to have to just basically drive around the base game areas for a bit. The DLC stuff I have not seen actually appear anywhere in the actual base game area. Sadly. Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah. I did not even think about the fact that you could drive all the way over here. It is on the map, though, so we can. I guess it's... if you really wanted to test the handling of a car, this is here. You know, beyond the little track outside the gas station. Now, let's see here. And around. Plus, there's a pond over here, and I kind of just want to go look at it. Yeah, here's the garage we found the car in. I'm fine with leaving that on. We have a solar panel. Yeah, I remember this spot. Yeah, we found the car here. Huh. Well. God damn, I can kick, apparently. Didn't know part of the DNA of the form was horse. Oh. Yeah. Let's go look at this pond. Just because I can. So yeah, this might be a bit more chill than like a lot of stuff would normally be, just because I'm kind of not doing anything of note. Can I even get back up here? Yes. Okay. I don't think there's a pond here. I think there's just water. Oh. I was really hoping we'd be able to find a pond to just kind of chill next to for a moment. I guess there might be. Yeah. If I remember right, the tutorial has like a bunch of stuff here. Oh. Oh. Neat. Yeah, this was the old car. This is what happened to the car that we, like, are originally driving. Huh. This has just been all floating here still, huh? Weird. It'd be cool if, like, they had added something here or after the story. If you just kind of return to the location, but... Can I? No, not really. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this. This is something I don't remember us ever getting to see happening anywhere else now that I look at it. Hi, Zam. How are you? Yeah. So this is where you basically start out. And yeah, there's no pond over here, sadly. It would have been cool if we could find, like, a customization item over here of some kind. As, like, just a reward for going back after the story to the place where it all started. But you can't really expect games to have you an allowance to do so. Though I kind of wish there was. Alright, let's just kind of get back to the car and start driving. So yeah, there's a couple of things that I need to grab just for upgrades and whatnot from base game areas. One of them, I'm trying to get the swamp coal together to just, you know, upgrade my backpack more. Which would be nice. Oh, and there is something I did because of it bothering me. I had to go through far more effort than I thought it would require to get a hold of these MP3s. But hey. We got Toho music on the radio now. I went through and grabbed just like 20-something Toho songs that came to mind and like a couple of others that were just there that I thought sounded good. I could not find a custom paint job mod. So unfortunately, we can't just put Reimu on the side of the car yet. But if I could get somebody to make mods for this, and maybe like even a little bobblehead of one of the Toho characters, I'd happily do that. Also, there's few areas that are just this open and allow you to just full on like high-speed drive through them, sadly. We might do some of the expeditions too. But yeah. It is cool that you can go back to where the little tutorial was, though. Alright, so I have a generalized route planned, and we'll head out. See what we can do. There's also some achievements I'd like to get a hold of, but those may wait until I have more upgrades. Alright, so I scanned around. We don't have all the ability to scan everywhere, but I think what I might do to try to get some of this stuff, we'll hit G1 and probably, well, which one of these is better? We can go to E7, G9, C4, C3, C2, C1, B1. Or we can just exit at C3. We'll probably go here because it's perfectly stable and we can probably find a couple of resources to make repair putty and whatnot. Over here is where the extreme darkness is. Yeah. I'm noticing certain things just kinda appear in the same spots more often than not. Like, not always, but there is certain things. Like, if it's written on the map, it's more likely to be in this region around it, this extreme darkness. And, yeah, I might do a couple of expeditions for some of the various things that those give, but yeah. I kind of wish we could just drive around as we see fit. Like, not be limited by anything, but sadly we are. Also, I may end up dropping frames. This is also kind of a little bit of a test to see if they fixed the internet issues like they said they were going to. Alright. So we're free to just kind of look around this area. There will not be any storm collapses until I take everything. Yay, perpetual stability. I need to also make sure that I have scanned every single anomaly. Just because we kind of need to. Okay, if it has the little icon, I've scanned it before. But yeah, I would like to 100% this game at some point. Another tower anomaly. We have the lightning rod, right? Not that it matters. Just try to get away from that as quickly as possible. But yeah, I was noticing I did not have a lot of resources that I really should, so I did do a couple of runs in my off time of just making sure the difficulty tweaking is to where I want it to be. What is that? That's concerning looking. Huh. Weird. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Also, there is a achievement for never putting the car in park and having like 3 different areas that you go through doing that. I'll have to do that at some point, which if I do that, that's more or less just going to be me going, oh hey, look, and just driving through every area with the minimum amount grabbed. You know, fairly simple, easy things to do. I also need to make an armored vehicle entirely intended to go off-road. Because I do want to grab those data recordings and whatnot too at some point. I think the best way to do the never put the car in park is just to find somewhere where you can wedge the car fairly easily or be on like completely flat ground. But yeah, we'll see what we can do for that at some point. Alright, what do you have? Off-roading tires. Interesting. Interesting. Ceiling kit. Ooh, we always are in need of those somehow. These vehicles are always fun to find because they're just like full of shit. But yeah, we're basically going to go on some runs just to pick up materials, more or less. There is a sound over there that I'm not fully certain what is. Circuit board, good to find. I've also created another save file that's entire purpose is to just, you know, see how hard I can make the game. And so far, the difficulties are, how do I say, terribly easy still. Without saying it outright. There's something over here. I say immediately starting to walk towards the sound. Do you know how many people have died in this game? Very few people actually die in this game. Like, I could probably do a permadeath run and still manage because I still have not died in this. I don't have the achievement for dying and getting my stuff back. And like only 11% of people have that achievement. Is actually shockingly easy to not die. What is this? Just... Okay. Sure. Also, hearing the Toho music in the distance is really funny to me. More than it probably should be. But yeah, there is a couple of challenge achievements that I'll want to go for eventually. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so we'll need to hit this. What all do we have around us? Trailers. Storm on its way. Cool. Something to also help prevent the radiation would probably be a good upgrade to look for. We're just gonna grab a bunch of these to be able to get ready to jump whenever we do that. Get in before it throws my car again. Whoop. Like that, yep. Woohoo! Ah! Yeah, this is why I need to park further away, isn't it? How badly did my car get hurt? By the looks of it, not at all. Cool. Whoop! That was close. Anyways. I do agree with something somebody said. I want more driving survival games that aren't just the, like, French slop garbage that exists right now. Whatever that one that takes place in the desert is, I kinda hate that game. Then again, if there's a concept I like, and the only things that's doing it is French slop, I tend to hate it. I think we're out of range for that. Ah, weird. We know what that is. Okay. What do we got here? Pink number stripes. Anomaly encounter number 4. Okay. I'll take it. Sodium housing. Might as well. Grab some of that really quickly. We're getting irradiated, and I'm not sure entirely why. Ha! Look at that. I do want to explore some of the structures more, but we're kinda on a mission. I don't want to fuck around too much. Yes, yes, I know I'm in danger. Thank you, magical healing device that I have in my car. We should let that storm pass. Whatever it may be. Might be a geostorm. Fuck off. Oh yeah, I also need to drop the car down to 50% power and then just regen it through a natural regen means. The car's door is open. Why? Did I forget to close that? I did, didn't I? Why are you doing that? What we got here? Oh, hey, even more paint decals. Green panels. Nice. That's the jump button. Don't know why I hit that. Okay, let's just kind of shove that in there. Oh, it's that storm, isn't it? It's still nearby. Yeah, we were kind of inside it, so it is a geostorm. Where it just makes those ground effects happen. I don't know if that's the official name for those kinds of storms, but that's what I'm going to call it. What else do I need to do? I need to scan an anomaly as the storm, like, collapse storm is happening. And you get the, for science achievement from doing that. We're gonna hit those buildings down the, like, along this road, and then probably grab that last anchor. I believe we're good for power, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I could probably just go to one of these perfectly, like, alive areas that doesn't collapse, drain my battery down past 50, and then just have, like, 4 solar panels on it. And that should work. Assuming I go sometime around night, not being a thing. If I go at night, I may not have anything. A lot of these anomalies always on the road. I don't think I've ever seen an area just have a long stretch of road without anomalies on it. Fog is thick, isn't it? I think our best bet to get a hold of certain things like chemicals is to go to the trailers. Those usually have guaranteed chemical spawns in them. Grabber. Might want to refuel at some point too. I have the needle on that one. I also realized why my power wasn't recharging very well with the old equipment. Everything I had was broken. Like, literally every item I had something, like, permanently wrong with it. Oh, that broke. Damn. I don't need to start using the higher end gear, too. I've been kind of using the mid-level gear. Oh, hey, repair putty. Just for free. Huh. Yo, a Game Boy! That's funny. Oh. Oh, there's another one over there. How will I ever lose track of my car? It's playing Toho music. I never turned the light off either. That also works to open them. I do like that multiple things can open multiple other things. Another Game Boy. There's a bunch of these text documents that I keep finding that I just don't read. Mostly because I don't like reading on stream. We're not running out of cloth anytime soon, I suspect. I was really hoping I'd find a stable area in like the swamp regions so I could get the coal easier, but I don't think we're going to get that. Oh yeah, I opened that so the music would be louder outside. Turns out I may forget things that I do suddenly and without good reason to forget them. Yeah, let's just throw these in the back. Those are a collectible item, so I'm still going to grab them. The words of dead people amuse me. We're dropping frames again. I'm actually going to have to call them and bitch them out for like the 5th time, aren't I? At what point do I hire a lawyer? Like, this is now, what? Almost half a month or something that I've been dealing with them? I'm not good with time, though. Yeah, we're dropping frames. God damn it. All I want to do is play video games for people to watch and be vaguely entertaining. I'm never allowed to. There's radiation here. Just gonna wait that out. It's 5:30 a.m. Why am I still having issues with my, you know, internet? For nighttime maintenance reasons, apparently. No, I can't, like, slap it to pizza. How bad is this? Irradiated is how bad it is. Something ripped that out. What do we got? Arctic crate full of plastic. Can't get in there without a hammer. Alright, I need another impact hammer. Magnetic hammer. There we go. I probably had another in here. No, I did not. Fascinating. Here, let's just throw that in there so I have some more space. God, what is irradiating me over here? Clickety-clackety, door go open. Am I still getting irradiated up here? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I can see why I'm getting irradiated. There's an anomaly here. Don't think much else of use. No. Okay. Lab computer, whatever. Not important enough for me to care about. I really do need to probably carry around some food if I'm gonna wander around a radiation area. Alright, I forgot to close the other door. God damn it. Nick. Alright. You can tell it's Zune music because of the trumpets. Or as Toho fans have taken to calling it, the Zune pits. Oh, update on how the Extreme One Chunk RuneScape account is going. Nowhere. I have spent several days just grinding stat levels slowly and trying to get enough fire runes together to actually try to properly get a couple of things. On the bright side, I have slowly gotten thieving up to, I think, 35. And cooking is slowly increasing still because, you know, constantly cooking rat is actually helping me a little bit. One of these days, I'm going to be wandering the forests of this area and just find something I really shouldn't. I really do probably need to look up to see if there's, like, unmarked hidden locations of some kind in this game that you can just stumble upon. Like, I know there's a door somewhere in the story missions that you're not supposed to open. Alright, time to destabilize the region. Let's get out of here. Something sounds like it didn't like that I did that. Alright. How bad is it? Whatever. I wonder if perpetual stability means it won't collapse. If so, then we might be able to pull some nonsense with that. Which side is the fuel tank on, actually? This one. Okay. Oh, this was not filled. Interesting. On the bright side, we shouldn't lose fuel as fast because I realized why. Our backseat tank had a leak in it that was permanent because of just the wear and tear modification thing that you can't repair. One of the most difficult piano songs in all of existence, by the way. Good old Native Faith. We'll probably find a gas station in the next area. If not, then whatever. Zoom. Alright, so our options are G1, Anchor Obfuscation, and a place with Turncoat. Well, I think we just drive as quickly as we can through G9 and get to the next section. That way we don't really have to bother with anything. I drank like a full thing of gamer subs. Again. That's kind of just been something I do before stream now to have better energy. Looks like there's an anchor on the way and like the one trading lady. Whatever. We might stop and grab the anchor depending on conditions around it. Oh, hey, we're below 50%. We might actually be able to get that one achievement. All things depending, you know. Yeah, there's an NPC trader who just appears in regions now. I'm not liking this area already. Not going to lie. all the lightning anomalies and whatnot. Yoink! Bitches, it's mine now. How much battery do we have? Not a lot. Yeah, we didn't have much damage to start with. Get back on the road and get out of here. This is one of those areas we don't want to stay in. Then I'm not sure if there's more than that one anchor, so... Alright, maybe we can get our car's power back all the way up, too. Who knows? We don't have a lightning rod, though, so I have to be careful about electric anomalies. Vast enough area to get out of, though. And on we go. Okay, now we're going to be hitting the areas we're actually looking to go. So, I think we're not going to be able to actually hit C2. I think we have, well, C3. We have to hit C4, C2, and then B1, I think. And in B1, we're just going to basically just have to hit the, like, jump immediately and run. I went to the store yesterday and I completely forgot to pick up coffee. I'm a little annoyed at myself. Not that I went to the store to buy food for the most part. I went to buy, like, cleaning supplies and shit. Alright, so it looks like we have a solid path of just down and through. There's a tape there. I don't know if we can get that. Okay. All the same. Swamp coral. I don't remember what swamp coral looks like, to be honest. We're here in the middle of the night, unfortunately. You know, that thing that we seem to always be around the middle of the night. It literally feels like nighttime is just, like, longer here. Like 16 hours of the day is nighttime. Stickies. Fuckers. Oh yeah, and I guess we need to also be a little bit careful in case there's any thieves around, you know? There is an anchor there, and I know for a fact we need more. Just in general, we need more of this kind of energy. Yeah, let's park here and go get that. Not really seeing a lot in terms of, like, anything that looks like swamp coral to me. Recharging from below 50 to like 100. I think I know how I'm going to do that. It's just going to be a bit annoying. I assume swamp coral will be around, you know, water. What do we have over here? Thermal crystals? Fuckers. Trying to pull that shit on me. I believe these are thermal crystals. Not coral. Yeah, they're thermosap. Not that we don't need to be collecting this too, you know. Resources are resources. I believe we can get a hold of this in the DLC area too, fairly simply. And yeah, I definitely need better radiation gear. What is that thing? Is that coral? It's certainly tall, whatever it is. What are you? Sap compressor. Yeah, okay. Nothing I can really mess with by the looks of it. I know that one egg item can be gotten in cars that are overtaken. More sap. That, whatever that is. Is this coral? Tree candy? Okay. I'm sure I also... Plasma. Fetch. Ah! Why the fuck was there a plasma charger? What? Where did that come from? Also, yes, I'm aware my health is slowly draining. Well, none of this stuff seems to be what I'm looking for, so, looks like we're in the path of a storm, too, unfortunately. Swamp coral. What is swamp coral look like? There's also a charging station over here if we really need it. Not that I'm overly worried. I think I'll die before my car does, basically. Uh... I don't know what kind of storm that is slowly approaching us, so we might park and try to sit it out. It's Geostorm again. Yep. Whatever. I wish the rain hadn't stopped so our battery would keep charging. I don't know if we're going to find the swamp coral here. There's not a lot around us that's water related. Yeah, we're not technically in a swamp area, I don't think. I think this is just kind of whatever it is. Dry? Certainly dry. Lobule things. Yeah, I think we're not in a swamp area. We're just kind of in a dry second region area. So we'll continue on to the next spot. I need to pay more attention to the actual state of the area. Because this place had jack and shit for what we were actually looking for. Okay, C2. The Scorch. Facility remote. This showed to be an area that would have a bunch of, like, water in it, too, sadly. We keep losing frames. I am unhappy. I say that and immediately starts doing it again. Oh my fucking god, my ISP. Why do I pay them the money I do? After stream, and whenever they open, I'm going to call them again. Any water here? Nope. No water. God damn. Still middle of the night, too. I might have to turn on shorter nights, because holy shit, when is day? Oh, we fixed the problem. It was just maintenance. No, it wasn't. Go on, try. Asshole. Alright, what do we got? Trash. Mostly. We're just dropping constant frames again, aren't we? Oh my god. Kinda just waiting for that to stop happening now. Like, how bad is it? It doesn't say we're having a problem yet on YouTube, but I can tell we are. Okay. Like, yeah, that is constant frame drops. Man. Like, we get one day where it looks like they actually did what they said and we're not going to ruin my stream constantly with their bullshit, and then just look what happens. I'd have to stream on 500 kbs, basically, to not have frame drops right now. That is so incredibly annoying. And yeah, I have done all the, like, restart my equipment and everything steps, too. It's been literal weeks of this shit. Like, legitimately, when do I get a lawyer? Because they're refusing to do their job. And they've lied to me repeatedly. Give me a second, I want to see how bad this looks on proper quality. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's still just doing it. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, we're up to 5% and it's still frame dropping. It's not stopping. Oh my god. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to stop stream again because of this. Sorry, but yeah. I'm going to just have to call them and bitch them out for the 5th time in a row. Go do human things to survive. I'll try to get this fixed